Good morning. Good morning. I'm Kim Delalo from the Canada Organic Trade Association. I am the Member Relations and Business Development Manager here, and I'm so pleased to welcome us today. I know many folks are going to be watching this recording afterward, and I'm so pleased of those who could join us in person today. I'm so pleased to introduce two wonderful people from Hong Kong who are going to teach us more about that market and how Canadian organic can access that. So let me introduce first Carol Chung, Trade Commissioner for Agriculture and Agri-Food at the Consulate General of Canada in Hong Kong. She'll be our first speaker. Welcome, Carol. Second speaker is Professor Jonathan Wong. He is the director of Hong Kong Organic Resource Center, and he'll be speaking to us specifically about the challenges and opportunities for organic within Hong Kong. So I'm going to send it off to Carol. I'm going to shut off my camera here, but I will be watching the chat and certainly be happy to have a question and answer period at the end of Dr. Wong's presentation. Here you go, Carol. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you to COTA for having us tonight in this webinar. As like many places in the world, Hong Kong is getting more health cautious after the pandemic. And consumers are more aware of the natural organic products. And in between 2019 to 2023, there were 368 new organic packaged food product launched in the Hong Kong market. And of note, Canada was the 5th largest location of manufacture for new organic product launches, providing 13 Canadian products that has been launched in Hong Kong this period. And today we are honored to have Professor Jonathan Wong also joining this webinar as well, who is the lead advocate of the organic industry here in Hong Kong. So I'm going to give a quick overview on Hong Kong agri-food markets, and our office covers Macau market as well, which is a city 16 kilometers away from Hong Kong. And this market is very similar to the Hong Kong market as well. Before we start with the market briefing, we noticed that some of you are new to the Canadian Trade Commission Service, TCS, and I would like to quickly take this opportunity to share a bit about us. So the Canadian Trade Commissioner Service helps Canadian business export worldwide. With the presence of over 160 cities worldwide, this TCS is Canada's most comprehensive network with over 1,000 international business professionals. As your eyes and ears on the ground, we help Canadian business plan your global expansion, assess the potential for success in specific markets, connect with potential customers and partners, and also resolve business problems in foreign countries. And this market briefing is an example of some of our support and service that we provide to help Canadian companies access and penetrate into market abroad. And recently, we also partner with COTA, Canadian Organic Trade Association, and Canadian Health Food Association in bringing international buyers to the CHFA Now show back in September to meet with Canadian health and organic food companies. Similarly, we have also hosted a number of Canadian organic food companies who visit Hong Kong earlier in October, and we have arranged a 2-day program with B2B meetings with Hong Kong importers as well as retailer visits. So let's start with some characteristics on Hong Kong market. Hong Kong is one of the 2 special administrative regions of the People's Republic of China with the autonomy of governance in all matters with the exception of foreign affairs and defense. The other special administrative region is Macau. Under the one country, 2 system principle, Hong Kong's legal system is different from mainland China. It is based from the British common law, supplemented by written law and independent judiciary. As such, Hong Kong has a very different agri-food market from mainland China, especially on market access that we will talk more later in this presentation. Hong Kong has a population of 7.5 million. We also have a strong Canadian diaspora here in Hong Kong, with an estimation of 300,000 Canadians residing in Hong Kong. If you play by the numbers, 1 in every 25 people in Hong Kong is Canadian. We also have an estimation of 175 Canadian alumni living in Hong Kong. Due to the limited space, there is limited agricultural activities and food manufacturing in Hong Kong, and therefore around 95% of food products in Hong Kong are imported. And in 2023, Hong Kong has the GDP per capita of over 70,000 Canadian dollar, one of the highest in Asia. Our consumer has high purchasing power and are sophisticated and enjoy cosmopolitan food and beverages. Hong Kong is also a strategic location for first-time exporter or new food product to test the Asian market, and is a gateway for suppliers to expand into mainland China and other Asian markets. So earlier I mentioned that Hong Kong is different from a mainland China market, and one of the biggest difference is on market access. Hong Kong maintains food and agricultural import regulation autonomous from that in mainland China. Hong Kong is a free port with no import tariff on general food items. The only exception is on beverages that exceed 30% of alcohol content, and Hong Kong has the world's least regulatory barrier to food imports. And general food items can be imported to Hong Kong without restriction. Organic products are subject to the same food regulation as conventional food or general food, and they are not subject to specific legislation or organic certification. And in that vein, Hong Kong allows the use of foreign organic logos on products certified by foreign country, including the Canadian Organic Trade logo. If you would like to obtain a Hong Kong organic certification, voluntary organic certification is available via a certification service offered by organic certification agent, the Hong Kong Organic Resource Center. And today we are very glad to have the director of Hong Kong Organic Resource Center, Dr. Jonathan Wong, to talk about to participate, and he will also talk more about the Hong Kong certification and the organic market. Hong Kong's food trade policy is transparent, which draws from the reference of Codex and the World Organization of Animal Health in the context of food safety standard and animal health standard in a setting or in lieu of domestic regulations. The importation of high-risk products, that means meat, eggs, milk, fish and seafood, and frozen confectionery, are required to provide health certificates. The Center for Food Safety, Hong Kong's food authority, is responsible for issuing import license for these food to Hong Kong importers. Canadian exporters are required to provide the Canadian Food Inspection Agency health certificate to their Hong Kong importers so that they could obtain the import license. The sales of packaged food in Hong Kong must also comply with the labeling requirement. Usually, your local importer will work with you on the labeling requirements. Another important thing to note on market access is the ban of CBD. So the Hong Kong government has recently amended the Dangerous Drug Ordinance for the control on CBD, which became effective on February 2023. And the newly amended regulation prohibits the manufacture, import, export, supply, sale, possession, and transshipment of any products that contain CBD in the city, regardless on quantity. So since many of the audience focus on retail tonight, so I'm going to provide a slide on Hong Kong retail food market structure. So Hong Kong food retail markets made up of supermarkets, convenience store, gourmet and specialty store, and e-commerce platform. Canadian exporter intending to sell to retail outlets can utilize one of the above channels. Some supermarkets and e-commerce platforms source through Canadian consolidator as well as local importers and distributors. Supermarkets account for over 60% of retail sales in Hong Kong. It is estimated that there are over 690 supermarkets in Hong Kong. The two major retail group, A.S. Watson, which owns Parking Shop, and DFI Retail, which owns Welcome or Marketplace, dominates the supermarket category with over 90% of market share combined. Many Hong Kong supermarkets charge slotting fee for new product placement, as well as other terms, such as promotion discount, back-end income, which is a flat rebate per year that a supplier pays to the retail chain based on the annual turnover. Distribution allowance, the fee that supermarket charge for distributing the product from its warehouse to many of these branch stores, as well as incentive rebate, a percentage of turnover rebate to the supermarket when sales exceed the agreed amount. To source new products from Canada, supermarkets may import directly from a Canadian supplier or may use consolidator, depends on the product and their minimum order quantity. In recent years, there was a growth of gourmet and specialty stores targeting on wine, healthy or organic food, meat and seafood. Some of these stores also imported Canadian product and they directly and most of them were listed in their own health store, health chain, usually under their private label, except that for the health product. Hong Kong also has an approximately 1,300 convenience stores offering drinks, snacks, and some hot food options. Online shopping or e-commerce continue to grow, especially under the pandemic. Many food retailer and e-commerce platforms such as HKTV Mall, Hong Kong's largest e-commerce platform, provide modern and alternative shopping experience to Hong Kong customers. So what are the opportunities for Hong Kong markets? Earlier, we mentioned that Hong Kong has a reliance on food imports. Although it is a smaller market with 7.5 million population, Hong Kong remains attractive for imported food products with limited local farming and food manufacturing, and that 95% of food products are imported. We also talk about the ease of market access in Hong Kong, which the city's import regime is autonomous and transparent. It is a free market with no import tariff for most food items. Hong Kong has one of the highest GDP in Asia, and that consumer has high purchasing power and are trend-driven to their food consumption. They are open to novelty and are willing to pay a premium for value-added product from a trusted source. And that Canadian food product enjoys an excellent reputation in Hong Kong, especially when we have got a big Canadian diaspora, and they are renowned as high quality and safe. As an open market, Hong Kong is a good place for new and innovative Canadian and international food products, especially for SME suppliers. And Hong Kong is also a strategic location for first-time exporter or new food products to test the Asian market, and is a gateway to expand into mainland China and other Asian markets. However, given that Hong Kong is a free market, international suppliers face a strong competition here. Other major Hong Kong food import partners are USA, Australia, New Zealand, UK, EU, Japan, and Thailand. Long transportation time and high costs combined with Canadian product availability and seasonality, especially for fresh produce, makes Canada less competitive compared to our other regional suppliers such as China, Australia, and New Zealand. Similarly, the ongoing disruption on shipping logistics has led Hong Kong importers to switch to nearby suppliers such as Japan and Thailand. Compared with many other markets, Hong Kong is a smaller market with 7.5 million population. As such, Hong Kong importer may not be able to meet the minimum order quantities set by some Canadian suppliers. There is also a lack of retail-ready products from Canada. Product modifications such as packaging size, design, and labeling, etc., is a time-consuming process and requires extra investment, which may deter Canadian suppliers. Last but not least, some exporter business tips. So the official language in Hong Kong are traditional Chinese and English, and the official spoken language in Hong Kong is Cantonese Chinese, which is a prominent Chinese dialect in Hong Kong and southern China, and English. English is commonly used in business transactions, and many Hong Kong citizens are trilingual in Cantonese Chinese, English, and Mandarin Chinese. And Hong Kong is a fast-paced environment. Exporters have to maintain importers or buyers' interests and loyalty through efficient business communication. So last but not least, here is my contact information, and if there is I'm happy to take any questions through during the Q&A session after this after the at the end of the webinar. And yeah, and today we are very honored to have Professor Jonathan Wong, the director of Hong Kong Organic Resource Center, joining us in this presentation and giving a deep dive of the Hong Kong organic market. And Professor Wong is a key advocate on Hong Kong organic industry. Professor Jonathan Wong is an academician of the European Academy of Science and Arts and a top 2% scientist in biotechnology in the Stanford University ranking 2024. He is currently a top talent professor of the Research Center for Eco-Environmental Engineering of the Dongguan University of Technology, a Professor Emeritus of the Hong Kong Baptist University. He established the Hong Kong Organic Resource Center in 2023 with funding support from the Agricultural Development Fund of the Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Departments of the Hong Kong government, which is one of the organizations promoting organic certification and organic living in Hong Kong. Professor Wong has developed the first third-party independent organic certification system and provided organic certification for local farmers and processors. He was bestowed with the Medal of Honor and Bronze Bauhinia Star by the Government of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, respectively, in 2011 and 2022. For his service and contribution to the Hong Kong environment and organic certification, and was appointed as the Justice of Peace in 2013. Now I'm going to pass the floor to Professor Jonathan Wong.
Thank you very much, Carol. So I share my PowerPoint first. Okay. So you can see my PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yes, we can, Dr. Wong. Thank you.
So Kim, so I go start?
You can, please. Yes. I just wanted to say thank you to Carol very much for that great kind of context builder and understanding the market so much more, completely. And so, yes, please take it away, Dr. Wong. We're really intrigued about what you're going to share with us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for Carol's introduction. And I add a page, then I don't need to go into it. So I straight go into my presentation. So I coming from Hong Kong Organic Resource Center. As Carol said, established in March 2003. It's in initiation, we want to help the farmers so that they convert from conventional to organic so that we can maintain the organic the farming industry in Hong Kong, because no one will think that farming should exist in a highly densely populated city like Hong Kong. But we do think that is good for the environment and also for the food security in Hong Kong. So for my presentation, I divided in 3 parts. The first one is the Hong Kong consumer behavior. Secondly is the organic regulation in Hong Kong and common fault in situation in Hong Kong without any legislation. And then how we can build trust in organic for an unregulated market like Hong Kong. So first go for the consumer behavior. So in Hong Kong, you find a broad variety of organic products. For vegetable, fruit is the most common one, but lately we got more seafood and aquatic products, mushroom, meat, eggs, dairy product, you can name it, you can all find in Hong Kong, but mostly import from overseas. And then other non-food product, you find that getting more common is the cosmetic, clothing and cotton-made products, and also for pet, and then also for the baby, the organic clothing and then organic pet food are getting more common. So then come to the organic consumer behavior. This slide shows you the experience in purchasing organic food in Hong Kong. So we started survey in 2004. At that moment, the purchasing experience is around 30%. That means that we asked the resident that how frequently you buy your food, whether you have you had experience in buying food in last 1 year. then you find that from 2004 it's around 30%, and then it goes steadily, you go up to 60% to 70%. Lately, from 2021 to 2024, it's around 70 to 3 or 4%. So that is that means the people in Hong Kong has experience in buying organic, and then where they buy their organic. So as Carol said, supermarket is a major sales channel in Hong Kong. From our survey, the supermarket is the major channel for buying organic, and then next to it is the wet market. They're selling vegetable and then also other fast food products. Okay, and you naturally you find that there's a decrease in the amount in supermarket and also the wet market. And the third major channel is mainly for the health food stores. So that may think quite steady. What does it mean is that organic foods mostly sell from this health food channel. They are really steady. They got a really loyal group of people buying organic food or health food from these stores. And then the other channels include farmers market, online, cooperative, and also from the farm directly. And during the COVID, there's a sharp increase in the number of people buying from online. And then in 2024, you see there's a decline to around 17%. So that maintained quite a steady, I think in the short term, a lot more people will go for online. And a bit strange to us is the farm direct and also on the farmers market. So the amount is not going really high. And lately, some of the farmer market in Hong Kong, they are being closed because most of them are operated by the government. So the number of people going to the farmer market is getting decreasing. So that will, I would say that will decrease the channel to educate the public, because you buy from supermarket because you know what they are and then you go and buy. But for farmers market, it's really the contact between the farmers and also the consumer. That will be a really good education channel for the consumer. Okay, going to the farm is around 6%. Comparing, I think this is around 2020 during COVID. Now that is really strange because during COVID, no one can go overseas, so they need somewhere to go. They go to the farms for recreational purpose. So that's the reason why we got a high 22% during the COVID period. And then later it's coming back down to around 6%. And then what are the category of organic food they are purchased? The most common one is vegetable and fruit. So vegetables maintain still increasing. Fruits only decrease slightly. And then other product, you can see there's a trend of decreasing, especially after the COVID period. Probably we will think that it's due to the poor economic situation, because after COVID, everything is recovering. The economy in Hong Kong is not good. So the major blow is, you see, organic meat. You go for a short period of time and then you're coming down. And then we will find that for other organic grains, organic processing food, and also dairy, they are coming down a bit. But the percentage-wise, I think is around 20 to 40% for all these products. But for fruit and vegetable, you go up to around 90%. And then the relationship between the residents' age and the expenditure on organic food. By looking for this year, there's more or less the same among all the age group. But however, when we look into 2021, that means this is more or less the middle part of the COVID period. The major buying age group will be around 31 to 50. So these are the younger couples. So especially for 31 to 40. So these are the people, they have money, they are young, and they cautious about their health, and also most important is that they got kids. That means with children, they are more cautious about the children's health. So these are the major group. But however, in 2024, there's a sharp decrease in this group. This is the reason why, due to the migration of people out of Hong Kong, because during the COVID and after the COVID period, we almost lose a large population from this group. I think this is due to the unrest during 2019 in Hong Kong. As a result, a group of young couples, they are moving out of Hong Kong because for the sake of their kids, for their future generation, so they want them to live in overseas. So that's a decrease in the percentage of money they spend, over $200 per month. Okay. And then the other major group we will find that maintain quite a good number is around the age around 60. So this group of people are the old people, but they care about their health and they spend more money in buying organic in order to get much better food than those conventional. And then the total sales of organic products in Hong Kong from 2016, this is around, I think something wrong here. This should be $6 billion, $6 billion, not 64, $6 billion, and then slowly going up to around 7.6 billion, and then lately in 2024 is around 7.7. So there's not much change in the last few years. The reason why I think is due to the economic situation. You see that during COVID 2021, we still have 7.8 billion, but in 2024, there's not much increase. But in the past, you can see that all the time is increasing. So what does it mean is that during the COVID and then after the COVID, because of the economic situation, the sales of organic product is getting a little bit slack. Especially people don't want to spend so much money. And when we look at the retailer markets, the number of retailers in Hong Kong, we found a lot of organic retailer, they are closing their shops because the buying population is decreasing. The reason why, as I told you before, the group between 31 to 40, a large number of them that migrate from Hong Kong to other countries. So these are the core fans for buying organic. And that means that we need to build up this group of people again in order to have a high purchasing of organic products in Hong Kong. But however, when we ask them a question, how much you will spend on the next 12 months, the answer is really good. We expect a 10% increase. That means going from 7.7 billion to 8.5 billion Hong Kong dollars. This is around 10%. And that rally is really interesting. When I present for EU 2 weeks before in Hong Kong, they estimate the growth of organic in Hong Kong is 9.3%. That is quite a good coincidence of the two figures. That means our estimation is quite correct. There will be roughly around 10%. And then give you another information that during the past, from 2016 to 2019, during this period, we estimate that all the time there will be around a double-digit increase in organic sales in Hong Kong. That means the organic market in Hong Kong all the time are really good, except in recently, we are slowing down a little bit. But I think this is due to COVID and also due to the economic downturn in Hong Kong. We will expect once the economy is coming back, that will be an increase in the purchasing of organic products. Now, one more point is that why there's a so optimistic of around 8.5 billion. When we did this survey during the period, there's a sharp increase in the stock market. So that means people are really having a really good wish in the future. They will earn more money, so they would like to spend more money in organic. So I don't know whether this will maintain or not, really depend a little bit on the economy in Hong Kong. And then for the preference of the sources of organic food, from our survey, the first preference is Hong Kong. I think this is only due to our promotion of organic in Hong Kong. So they think that Hong Kong, we got organic vegetable, and so they prefer the local organic vegetable. But however, most of the organic processing goods are coming from overseas. Then you can see that the second one is EU, and then the third and the fourth you can see is coming from Japan, and also from US. And then lately, Australia become a preference. You see, in 2024, we got a good increase in the preference for Australian products. It's going to 45%. However, I would say that Europe, Japan, and then Australia, and then compare US, they are almost all around the same figures. I mean, almost the same, except those the preference for Hong Kong. I think this is due to our promotion. And in China, although we got a lot of organic produce coming from China, especially vegetable, but they are only around 31%. But when you look at the trend, the product in Hong Kong, the preference is increasing. The reason is really simple. The trust in the product coming from China is not really high. But in the last few years, I think the more produce coming from China and also the modernization in China, I think is also building up the confidence of people on their produce. Okay. And then the reason for purchasing organic food, I think, is quite common over the world, maybe more or less the same. Food safety, health issue, and nutrition. And then the next one is low chemical use. And then we will also see that some other reasons that whether they are certified the CB, that is around 40-something to 66%. The reason why is that in Hong Kong, we don't have legislation. So if the product are being certified, they have confidence in buying it. So that is also one of the reasons they buying organic produce. And then the reason for purchasing organic food, sorry, I think that one is the old slide. This is the new slide. I add one more point, is the protecting the environment. That's more or less around 58% lately. The highest one is around 72%. That means some people buying organic is also due to a cost to the environment, but that is not as high as those in overseas. When you go to US, I think they go really high to 80%, but in Hong Kong it's only around 50-something, 60% to around 70%, but it's increasing compared in 2020. So that means more consciousness of our environment, and that's the reason why they're buying organic. And then the knowledge on organic seal, we provide them a number of different seals from the world, and then ask them whether you recognize it. The higher recognition is the seal from Hong Kong. This is our center's organic certification seal. That's really simple. It's not due to a lot of Hong Kong produce. It's only due to our promotion. People know our logo. And so when we go to the second one is USDA, because there's a lot of USDA products in Hong Kong, they can easily recognize the USDA. The percentage is around 55%. And then when the next one is JETS from Japan, that go down to around 40%, something around that. And then we have the new logo coming from German. The bio logo is around 30-something%. So that means USDA is the major logo they recognize in Hong Kong, but it's really easy to understand. Hong Kong is the 7th highest export city for the US organic product. So that means Hong Kong is a major market for USDA product. And then the trend on purchasing of non-food organic products. And in addition on food, we also ask them what other non-food products they will buy. Look at the two blue line, the organic home care products going up to 50-something to 60%. And then for organic skincare products, it's going up also around 50-something%. The reason is very simple. These are the products most who are determined to buy the organic products or food at home is the lady. So they are the one, they choose the organic produce. That's why to earn the ladies' money is easy in Hong Kong. Go for organic cosmetics. They will purchase your products. And then the next one is organic clothing. It's around 20%. And then organic baby products is also another one they are the local consumer is tracing for, especially for baby food. And for clothing, most of them are for baby clothing, organic baby clothing. So these are the two items also play is another major item. I think they will be interested by the local consumer. So in conclusion on the non-food product, cosmetics, I think is the major winner in Hong Kong for the local organic consumption. So that's the end for the organic consumer survey we have. And then now we will go to the local organic buying situation. So what are the major traps in choosing genuine organic products in Hong Kong? Why I have this topic is very simple, because in Hong Kong, there's no legal legislation on organic. So when you go to the market, these are what you see. They just label it with a writing. This, sorry, in Chinese, this organic spinach. But whether you know they are really organic or not, no one can tell you, okay? So these are the situation. Organic mean high price. On the left-hand side, these are those with organic label or with certificate. So how much they sell is around 70 Hong Kong dollar per pound. So this is roughly, I guess, is around 10 US, slightly less than 10 US dollar per pound. And then for vegetable, it's around 38 a catty, $38 per Hong Kong dollar per catty. But when you go to the so-called organic, this is a phone book they written down in Chinese, organic vegetable. How much they sell? $8 per catty. On this side is 38, on this side is $8. So that is really simple. How can they sell organic at such a low price? Now, but this is a really interesting thing. If they sell organic, they should say $38 per catty, even though they are not organic. The reason why is that no one can recognize it. And even the government cannot prosecute it because there's no legislation in Hong Kong. If you say this is organic, no one will challenge you. So it's good to do organic business in Hong Kong. If you want to earn more money, just selling fake organic in Hong Kong, you earn a lot of money. So these are some examples to show you the situation in Hong Kong for processing goods. So this is organic tofu, but there's no certification label on it. Whether they are real organic, we don't know. We can only say question mark. And this is another one. They are bean curd and then they quotation organic. So that's a bit tricky. They are using organic beans to produce soybeans to produce tofu, but the production process is not organic. So that means by definition, this is not organic tofu. And so they are really tricky that they write it down is that organic soybean tofu. So you not exactly say this is a organic tofu. And this is another interesting thing. Now, for local people, they will have a feeling that they understand what it means. This is a all organic. It is not a label. It's a big supermarket in Hong Kong, upmarket one. They have their own label for organic apple. This is a organic label from the supermarket. And whether these two tables, these two apples are really organic or not, we don't know, but we can only say that we trust them. But however, I know that exactly they are organic apple coming from overseas, and they coming in bulk, and then they pack by themselves. They put down their label on it, but this is the already violate from the organic labeling requirement. And then things may happen. A really good story to tell you from the same supermarket. A famous singer in Hong Kong go to this supermarket to buy organic orange, a pack of 3 orange, and then when he went back home, and then they unpack it, and they found that the middle one is a sun-kissed. That means it's not organic. But I don't think there's cheating here. It's only due to accident, someone packing it, they're not packing properly. And that's the reason why they need a repacking certification. But there's no regulation in Hong Kong, so they don't need to do that. So as a result, that may also unfair to the consumer because they are paying a high price to buy organic in Hong Kong, but sometimes they may buy fake organic. And then these are another example, but sorry, these are in Chinese. They only say they are organic ginger powder without any organic certification or organic certificate. So probably they are buying bulk and then pack it, or whether they are real organic, we don't know. Or they mix conventional with organic together and then sell it as organic. So that's a really poor situation in Hong Kong. As a result, lack of confidence in buying organic. Why I need to pay more to buy something that may not be real organic? Then they decide not to buy it. This is some other example. These are all the label except Natureland. These are all the label. They are sustainable fish only. They are not organic. But when they sell, they sometimes say this is organic. So that means we need more education for the public. But however, it's really hard for the housewives in Hong Kong to buy organic, because they need to learn a lot before they can buy. Not like in US or Canada. You can just go to the supermarket, oh, they got the label, and then they will buy it. Rather than you need to learn a lot before you go and buy it. And another good example on cosmetic product, this organic aloe vera gel, just say organic. But when look at the ingredient, they got disodium, EDTA, sodium hydroxide. So that means they are not really organic. They may be the aloe vera is organic, but however, the production process is organic. So they are all misleading. And so these are the situation in Hong Kong. And then we carry out market survey, wet market survey, to see how people selling organic in the wet market. So from this pie chart, you can see that out of 416, only 45 selling organic. That means less than around 10%, around 10%, 9.8%. And then among these 45, only 18 are selling labeled or certified organic produce. That's 29 are selling organic. That means almost 60% of the store, they say they are selling organic. They are fake organic. So to buy veggie in Hong Kong, you need to be really careful. Otherwise, you're paying high price, but you are buying conventional vegetable. And this just to show you, we carry out this wet market survey since 2010. So then you can see that the number of organic store decreasing. That means a lot of them are fake organic. So when we release this in the newspaper, let people know that when you go to wet market, you need to be careful. They must be certified, otherwise don't buy it. So that help the consumer to understand that how to buy organic in the wet market. So without legislation in Hong Kong, that create a really confused organic market in Hong Kong. The consumer are really confused. They don't have confidence in buying organic, especially in wet market. And this is one of the case we caught. This is a retailer selling organic produce. They claim that this is our certificate. This is just a photocopy of the real certificate. In fact, the farmer did not sell any vegetable to this retailer. And finally, they are prosecuted by the custom and got a fine of only 2,000 Hong Kong dollar. That's it, and release it. So that's why that's not strong enough to deter people selling fake organic in the market. And then when we ask people, consumer, whether you support to have legislation, 95% say yes. Okay, that means everyone would like to have legislation in Hong Kong. And in fact, in China, our country, we got legislation on organic. And only in Hong Kong, as one country, two system, as a result, we got two different legal systems. So even though in China, legally, you need to be certified before you can sell it as organic. But in Hong Kong, we got another legal system we don't need. So that is really strange. In China, we have certification legislation, but in Hong Kong, we don't have it. So there's no legal legislation organic in Hong Kong. So if we want to prosecute someone selling organic, and if they are using our label, as for example, they say this is HKORC certified organic produce, then in this situation, they may be prosecuted by according to the trade discretion audience of the Custom and Excise Department. Otherwise, if you just write organic, no one can prosecute it. Okay. And in the meantime, you see the other countries like US, Europe, Japan, and Canada, they all have legislation. So must label or with label, and so as people, they have confidence in buying organic. So that is really a giant loophole in Hong Kong organic market. So as a result, our center is trying to help the local consumer how to buy organic with trust or more confident in buying organic. So we set up in 2020, 2003. Our purpose is really simple. We have people to understand about certification, and then as a result, they will have confidence in purchasing organic produce in Hong Kong. And the ultimate reason why we're doing it, we want to maintain agriculture in Hong Kong, and we also want to maintain the environment, the natural environment of Hong Kong by having more organic farming in the new territory, so that we will not too much urbanization in the new territory. So we developed our certification system in 2003, and we start running it in 2005. Okay, and in 2015, we're being accredited by IFOM and also by ISO 17065 accreditation. And these are the current operation. We have 124 farms being accredited, and then we have 5 processing and handling accreditation, 10 certified aquaculture, and then 3 certified input materials. So we got quite a number of farms, but you understand the farm in Hong Kong is really small. The total certified produce we can produce per day is less than 60 tons per day, but we consume 2,200 tons per day. That's why you are doing organic. Hong Kong is a big market. We consume a lot of fresh vegetable, and also we consume a lot of processing organic products. And to help to maintain the confidence, we carry out surveillance and market survey, including the consumer survey. We have the label situation survey, and also the market survey. We release it in the news, and so that as a result, we have free propaganda in Hong Kong through the media. As a result, more people will understand about the organic situation in Hong Kong. And these are, you can see all the newspapers. We've been using it as a channel to educate the public. And we also have a large event in Hong Kong, like the Organic Day. These are the Organic Day event we carry out in one weekend, one Sunday in March every year. So this is a territory-wide educational program to let people understand organic. In the same time, we got a lot of farmers in the CBD. This is the CBD area in Hong Kong, just next to the Mandarin Hotel. And then the farmers selling their produce, and the people come and talk to them. So it's a really good occasion for them to learn the farming. There's still farming in Hong Kong. We should help the farmer in Hong Kong, and also let them learn how to buy local. Okay, and to help them, we need the retailers also. So we develop a organic retailer scheme. This is a top organic retailer scheme, so that we want the retailer to follow some guidelines to sell organic products in Hong Kong. And if they've codified it, they will get a logo, this Q logo, Q-Tech logo. And then people, when they see the Q-Tech logo, they understand this shop are selling genuine organic. So people will have confidence in buying organic. So the purpose is to help the retailer moving toward professional. So what we want to do is that selling organic is not real organic. We need to let the consumer understand that, and then buying organic with genuine organic, and the money they spend is worth for it. So to trust organic, we need the label. And also we need legislation in order to help to regulate the market in Hong Kong. Okay, before the end, I just give you a promotion about our Organic Day in 2025. This year, we have extend a little bit to have a small international organic product expo. So this is a signature event in Hong Kong. We got more than 40 organic farmers and 40 organic retailers in the CBD area in Hong Kong. We attract quite a lot of people. The highest record is around 65,000 people coming in one day. Last year, we got around 42,000 people coming. So we want to promote them about organic living so that they can help the local farmers and also to protect our environment. So I do hope that if you are interested in it, you can talk to Carol, you can talk to Kim, or you can write to us so that you want to promote your produce to the local people, or you can also be a good B2B occasion for you, because we got a lot of organic retailer. They also want to purchase good organic products from other countries like Canada. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. I return the stage back to Kim.
Thank you, Dr. Wong. That was wonderful and so insightful, and such a fair and open and transparent, explanation of what's going on in Hong Kong. Thank you very much. And having both you and Carol giving us the context will help our members understand what the opportunity really is.